In your opinion, which club is the biggest club in London?
Biggest club in London?
Yes.
Fulham.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, The Heat, brought to you by Paul Sports.
Yep.
My name is Ifeanyi. I'm here with the beautiful Tosin.
Hi guys.
Old Trafford's
Queen.
Yes.
Love it.
We have Izu here with us today.
Not Ifeanyi, is
How you feeling? That's a message to gospel, right?
Yes.
And our most famous, most beautiful. How you doing today?
Please. Hi guys.
Still eating off the fame and the hype.
You guys are playing.
Star girl.
How you guys doing?
We're good, my love.
Yet again, without
so.
David, unfortunately.
We miss you, Blondie.
We miss you, David Ben.
Yes, for sure, as always.
Our God, the top.
As we always do, we bring the hottest, sizzling, most controversial topics in sports and entertainment.
We say what people don't want to hear.
And then we always have people who, in the comments. Well, let's leave the comments. The comments will always be the comments, right?
Yeah, we appreciate you all.
Everyone,
We appreciate you all.
everyone is entitled to
Your opinions?
Yeah, exactly. So today we're talking about stan culture, right? Especially in football. Everybody, the fan bases, Arsenal. You know how we have Wizkid and Davido, Wizkid FC and 30BG. Yes, we have. Are you Wizkid FC?
No, 30BG.
Have you guys
Have
you listened to it? Did you enjoy the album?
I've not listened to it.
But you are 30BG.
You're not even
I'm seeing
30BG
JP
then.
2025.
Interesting. So we have Arsenal fans, of course, who haven't won anything tangible in decades.
And still will not.
We have Chelsea, who the less said, the better. Raz noisemakers fighting everywhere.
I even saw a kidnapper that was posted recently with Chelsea jersey.
It was wearing a Chelsea jersey, very, very on brand.
And it's always that one with Samsung logo. I mean, that one. That was
the signature.
The height of their madness. We have
That's crazy.
Real
guys.
Madrid, who, to be fair, it's always hard to banter Real Madrid because of their success. But it was nice to have the this hate watch session around the world.
I was actually supporting them.
I'm still not over it.
Yeah, like the hatred for Arsenal was so evident in your videos.
Yes, hold up, please. I feel like I don't understand why when people complain about you hate Arsenal,
you
hate. Of course, it is
wrong with that,
football. It's
absolutely.
rivalry. I don't like you. I don't want you to succeed.
Yeah.
Your downfall makes me happy. The same way you are happy when some people will tell you that you look more beautiful when you're angry. I love it when you're angry. Tosin, your anger is.
Do men tell you that?
Yes, they do. Okay. A lot of them. They say, we just love seeing you like this. You become more beautiful. I'm like, this is crazy, but. So I will continue to pepper them.
So Arsenal fans, I hope you're hearing
Arsenal,
that.
Chelsea fans, they're already down, so I don't have their time. Once I see them coming up, I'll be there.
Oh, chill.
So, and of course, other teams, they're, Manchester United, who are going through a rough time right now.
Yes.
Barcelona, who seem to be back after the Messi, the whole Messi period.
Yes.
And Liverpool, I don't really know, where it was. I mean, Liverpool were the butt of jokes for a while because they didn't win the Premier League for
30 plus?
30 years.
And
I
they
think
finally-
their Premier Leagues was like 1800s that they won it before World War III.
So they finally got one, and then it looks like they're about
To get a second.
But, so let me ask you, right? So I mean, obviously, everyone would have different answers, but let's start with this. In your opinion, what would you say is the worst fan base that you've encountered?
Worst.
I mean, mine is 100% Arsenal, but I also want to know what you guys think.
I think it's Arsenal. I agree.
Who have you seen, Tammy? That you're
I
like,
agree.
or what have you seen that made you say,
I mean, after what happened,
With
do you know what it means to close your
It's
door
crazy.
and still collect? Like you closed with your hands, so nobody begged you, and you still collected. So she has experienced.
that's
So
right.
experience firsthand. So
Yes.
what about
Truly.
you? What's the worst fan base? You should have like, I think you should have a.
I don't have one.
because they're always in your comments.
You have a
So
lot.
who would you say?
I don't have one. I think I would just say both Chelsea and Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans, their own delusion shocks me. I'm like, are these people real? You see Arsenal fans say something or tweet something, you see, it will shake you. Do these people exist in real life with us? That's what I see. You see some of them say, oh, they God. And I think they love to position themselves in any conversation. Maybe we're
Yeah,
talking
they like
about
to prepare.
Bruno. He's such a great midfielder. They will just sit down one side and be looking at you. You now say, oh, let's say, which good midfielder can we even put
They
with
will
where
bring
Bruno
Odegaard.
is? Let's say Manchester City, we say De Bruyne. Let's say we haven't calling Salah. Arsenal fans will just be looking, maybe to involve
Yeah,
myself.
let me add my
Maybe
player.
I do. Odegaard. Bro,
that
pack
me.
that play out of the way.
Like,
Please.
Yeah, I think it
And
has,
Chelsea
it has
fans
to
are
be
too
done.
ras. Let me add that one. Chelsea fans, they are super annoying. And they are fair weather fans, in my own opinion. Once you see them winning, blue will be everywhere. Blue is the blood. Blood is blue. My
don't
blue.
get blood, the
But
blue,
once their team is not performing, all of them will just pack up like this and
Quiet.
go one side.
Yeah.
That's just Chelsea.
At least they
And-
recoil, but Arsenal fans don't. Arsenal fans, I mean,
They always
for a
say
very
making
long time, they
noise.
always have the best. Somehow, you would just check their goalkeepers. They always have the best goalkeepers, and then suddenly the goalkeeper will disappear.
Yeah.
They will have the best attacker. Suddenly, nowhere. So they've always, like she said, they always put themselves there. Odegaard is this.
Yes.
In
This person is
conversations, yeah.
that. And from nowhere.
From nowhere.
I mean, that was how Szczęsny disappeared.
They always.
Leno disappeared. And
Right, Ramsdale too.
so many other ones, So I think it has to be Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yes, Arsenal
yeah.
and Chelsea.
So
Barca, I don't just like them. I don't like their jersey. I don't like anything about Barcelona.
So
They just irritate
just a
me.
hater.
she's just here.
Like, I don't just
Yeah.
like anything about them. I don't care for them.
What you said about Arsenal fans saying things that will shock you is so factual.
Yeah.
I saw a video where they asked some guy, I can't remember his name, are you taking Kylian Mbappe or Martinelli? And he said Martinelli. That's the type of thing.
Yes,
Arsenal
and they
fans
believe
say.
it,
Yeah,
oh.
no, it's facts.
They
They
believe
truly
it.
believe it in their mind. I'm telling you. You ask an
I'll
Arsenal
take
fan.
Martinelli on their behalf too.
You ask an Arsenal fan,
I
are you
mean,
taking?
You need to help.
You can ask an Arsenal fan right now, Bruno Fernandes or Odegaard, and he will tell you Odegaard, and he will explain to you why, from start to finish. That's the way they are.
What I
They
usually do,
believe
I usually
in their
support them.
delusion.
I don't waste my time. I usually support them, right? When you say you will take, I usually support them. I will edge you on and keep going, even though I know it's a lie.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you can't sit down and choose this particular person, but since you believe it,
Your
But
delusion.
one thing I
Fly.
love about them is that they love the bare minimum. Arsenal fans. If you're dating an Arsenal fan, be rest assured that you will, the little things you do would be the best. Do you know why? Because you are a team, you've not won the Champions League. You did not play in the Champions League for 7 years. And you see them, the way they talk about their players. Some of them even say they will, for Saka, because they were asking a question, would you want Saka to stay and you win the Premier League, or Saka leaves? And say, no, we want Saka to stay. And you're wondering, where did they, I think they cherry pick them. People that have gone astray, they just say, okay, Arsenal. That's to me, that's what I think. Arsenal, no. I used to like them before. I'm not like Arsenal as a football club. I love it. I love everything because they even see wear red too. I just like everything about Arsenal. But you see their fans.
I don't think I've
just
ever
delusion.
liked Arsenal,
Chelsea, I
or
don't
felt
like Chelsea
anything.
for anything. Their color is ugly. Their pitch is ugly. Their stadium is zero. The blue color is not giving. Their players are always just annoying for no reason. Just looking at them. So Arsenal, Chelsea, I don't
So
like
even
anything
with all the
about them.
hairstyles these days at Chelsea,
Who is that? Madueke. I beg, may we hear another story. And the fact that we even do business with them irritates me. I'll not lie.
I think the business end, and Manchester United, I don't know. It's not ordinary. I've always believed that it's not ordinary because there has to be juju somewhere. There's juju somewhere. That's what I believe because every single time Chelsea and United have done business, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single time.
And they keep doing.
And the last one was the worst. I don't think I've seen anything like this.
Messi Mount.
with United. It's probably the worst thing I've seen, and it's crazy. I think desperation has gotten, but like I said, there is no business between United and Chelsea that has made sense. It's juju. That's what I believe. It's not ordinary.
And they call Manchester United fans old glory. I'm
But
like,
it's true now.
old glory as in how?
Man United fans are past glory.
How are we
Past
past glory?
glory.
Explain.
You haven't-
is
you
there
haven't
glory
won-
that is past?
You haven't won the Premier League in 12,
Does that
in
mean
12 years.
So what about a club that's not won the Champions League? So those ones they have no glory. See, my own is that
I know Arsenal fans
people
will
are
die
making
on this their first
people-
unbeaten.
people are making history.
I don't want to go on.
So are you saying that okay? Let's
say
say Arsenal even wins the Champions
They're
League
not
this
winning.
year.
They are not. Please, they are not. I beg you.
So let's-
For even if I'm still pained that they what's the word? Real Madrid. I mean, were defeated by. I'm still very pained. But you see,
of all clubs, man.
but yes, like
That's
because
crazy.
Arsenal as how like do you get a whole Real Madrid and you guys? I'm still. Real Madrid players, I'm still vexed for all of you. But let's be honest, they're not winning that shit. If they win it, I'm going to cut my hair. I think I already said it somewhere in the video. I'm going to cut my
So
hair.
on record, we have that you're cutting
You-
your
He
hair.
said, say it
Will you cut
fully,
it
and
here?
if Arsenal
I will
wins
cut my
it-
hair. You guys will not see it, but I will still cut it.
Oh,
like,
wow.
like
So
it's
she's cutting her hair when
Say
Arsenal
it.
wins.
So you have to say it that if
I
Arsenal
said
will,
it,
you have
yeah.
to. No, she
If
didn't say
Arsenal win the Champions League, I'm going to cut my hair. I don't
Facts.
understand how they're going to win it.
Facts.
There's Barca there. There's
Inter.
PSG, there's still
Yes.
Inter. So Arsenal, from where to where, just because they had the opportunity, they were lucky enough to beat Real Madrid because those ones too, they are not functioning properly this season, and it's pissing me off. I'm still very angry. You guys, you allow a whole ordinary Arsenal to come and defeat you guys. You guys locked the roof. You posted a million of videos, posts.
They even
the
gaslight me too,
did a lot
sef.
of sacrifice,
video. You-
rituals. Still, we did not
You
say
fell for
anything.
the gimmick.
As in-
I'm so pained.
Yeah, but this past glory thing, like you said,
Yes.
when I hear it, I actually laugh. Why? Because
Old taker now, man. You know, old taker.
just calm down. So an Arsenal fan calls me past glory. Arsenal. And then a Chelsea fan
The disrespect.
calls me past glory. And then I ask myself, who is winning what and who is not winning?
Exactly.
And you are calling me most times it makes me laugh. Why? Because, and that's why for me, I usually, like I said, I know how to encourage people. If an Arsenal fan is calling me past glory, I actually encourage the Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Just keep calling me past glory. Glory that you don't have.
Yes.
Exactly.
You don't have a past.
If we even check the
You
last
don't
time
have
we
a
won
present.
the
you
Premier
feel
League,
you are
it's
because
still-
you are winning matches now does not mean you have glory.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you are
It's
winning
the
matches.
truth. It's the truth.
At least I'm not deluding myself that my club is doing well.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm always on their case. But you sit down, you call me past glory. You don't have that past. Your present, there is no glory in it.
It's shaky.
But you are so I encourage them and then I'll be laughing. Do you get
Yes.
if a Real Madrid fan calls me past glory,
You understand.
understand.
even Man
I mean,
City
these
for
are-
all they've won cannot call
Call
me
you
past
past
glory.
glory,
You are upcoming. You are coming
Upcoming
up.
glory.
Yeah, upcoming glory because you are winning. Yes, I don't even like the fact that you're winning. As for example, as my neighbor.
Yeah.
But I can allow you banter me.
Not-
Yeah.
Why?
not
Because
Arsenal or
your
Chelsea.
glory is
Yeah.
glory is shining.
Chelsea.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Or at least you're on top
You are
of it.
getting
But
there.
somebody that is not on top of it, it's a novice man that has even helped you, to reshape the club right now to give you little hope. And you're calling me past glory. It makes me laugh, bro. I have 20 titles, past glory. I have 3 Champions League, past glory. But you don't have, and I'm the past glory. It's the delusion, right?
Yeah.
It's
That's
always
what it
really
does.
wonderful to hear them say it.
Yes.
Like I said, other clubs can. Chelsea at least has 2.
Yes, two
right?
Champions League.
They can talk about it. But even Chelsea too, when they say past glory, bro, you know past, like, today is what? Forget about today's date, but yesterday was past.
Yes.
I can say it's past glory. Do you get? Every
Yes.
single person, you're on the you're in the past.
Yes.
Do you get? So when you say it,
So
I
let
shake
me
my
ask
head
you. I'm going to
for
ask
you.
you 2 questions. So the first question is, in your opinion, which club is the biggest club in London?
biggest club in London,
Yes.
Fulham.
So, okay, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. So the second question is, which club is the biggest club in England?
I mean,
is that a question?
I mean, we
Is
don't
that a
have to talk
question?
about it.
20
We don't have-
Premier League
See,
titles,
see,
3
when
UCL,
you mention
13
it,
FA Cups,
Ultra
1 Europa League.
She's spitting.
Please, I can go on.
I think the thing
Eh.
is, I think when you ask that question, everybody's minds go to one place.
Treble winners.
I don't need to mention the club.
So nobody's mind goes to Liverpool.
No.
Which Liverpool? Which Liverpool? All those ones that won their,
even
their titles in 1800s before World War III. Adema C Roads. Which Liverpool?
So, okay, so Fulham biggest club in
In
London.
London.
Not Arsenal, not Chelsea.
Who are those? We're talking about a football club. Football
Okay, so-
clubs, bro.
So
Arsenal fans do not like this. Oh.
Eh?
no one
There's-
cares. No
there's-
one cares what Arsenal fans
They are
do.
very sensitive.
Yeah,
I know
they
they will
are
come and
actually.
start crying.
Yeah.
in the
Whatever
comments
they like
now.
is
They
their
always
business.
cry. They always cry, actually. Always.
I think like with social media, I feel like the way we enjoy football has really changed, because you might be watching a game and thinking, oh, I'm enjoying how this person is playing, and then you go on X and people are bashing, and it can change your perception
Perspective.
About the
Yes.
person. Yeah.
and or there were certain things that were happening before social media that I mean, look at, I don't want to sound like I'm a 50-year-old man, but the anticipation back in the day when, let's say, Arsenal, Real Madrid, you knew that, man, I can't wait for this game. You know? Now you're seeing people posting on social media, you're seeing Bellingham, you're seeing Valverde, you're seeing all these people, and it's like, okay, the Madrid press, the media, everybody is saying. I mean, I remember Relovo posting, there's fear in England, and there's this and there's that, and you are in Spain saying that Arsenal players are scared. So all of this is intimidation tactics. You get into the game and you don't perform. Look at what Madrid did. So I feel like, but back in the day, you just knew that second leg was coming. Everybody was hyped for second leg. And this even extends. And look, I'm not trying to take shots at anybody, right? But this also extends to someone like Fabrizio Romano. Okay, Fabrizio is making a living off what he's doing. So I'm not like taking shots at Fabrizio, but the way before, when a player was moving, right, and the way you would discover or find out about it, the shock
Yes.
that comes with it. Okay, let me give you a perfect example. Did you see the way the footballing world felt when De Bruyne dropped those
Of
pictures
course.
about, oh, I'm leaving Man City? Typically, Fabrizio would have dropped like 10 posts
Yes, now you see.
in the 2 days leading up to it. De Bruyne might leave. De Bruyne, so I feel like
There's
even
still a chance.
Right, I
After
feel like-
tweeting all those ones,
Yes. I
breaking
quote it.
news. De Bruyne, like, bro, chill.
And I feel like that is also
Chill.
impacting on certain, because transfers are no longer what they used to be. I don't know if you remember when you'll be on Sky Sports at 11 p.m. transfer deadline day, you'll see fans at their stadiums. Everybody is eager to know, who are we signing. Now Fabrizio already has like 17 tweets about one signing. Look at Matthews
I
Cunha.
swear, yeah.
I've already seen like 50 tweets of Cunha in the
his,
last
yes.
3 days. So there's no longer that shock value that comes with transfers. That thing that excited us, of who's my club signing. I don't know if you remember when Arsenal signed Ozil. Remember what that night was like? Remember the Alexis Sanchez time, the whole piano video, like all of those things. The fans it was like, oh my goodness. But now we're seeing these tweets. We know who is going to. We already know now that United are going to sign Cunha and Liam Delap. So
we are
know
not
that
signing Liam Delap, Abi, whatever his
you
name
want
is.
Osimhen.
Of course, we want the real deal.
But we already know like these stories are out there.
Yes, we are being
and so
linked
these
to
things are affecting football and the way that we consume football. So even with the, stanship, player FC, people supporting players instead of clubs, people not minding the detriment of their club as long as the player they support is popping. You know, you have like section. You have now people who have like fan accounts.
Player FC.
You know, you have Cole Palmer accounts or Jadon Sancho. You know, like all of those things where it doesn't even matter what the club is doing as long as their guys.
I think I actually, sorry for cutting you, I agree with that thing.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that happen a lot, that people now pick players over their team.
Absolutely.
Over the club. You see, Manchester United, let me take my club as an example. Rashford has stance. Even Onana has
Of
some
course.
stance that shocks me anytime I think about it. But you see them that, let's say Rashford scores a goal and we lose 6-1. They are happy
They are
that
delighted
at least
Rashford
scored a goal.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, why are you picking a player over the entire club? It doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me. That in do you know? There was somewhere I was watching the Manchester United game. It was that FA Cup that we won quarterfinals, if you remember, against Liverpool
Okay.
Yeah.
at home. That was last season.
Yes.
Ahmad, sure.
3-2, I
The
think, yeah.
Ahmad, yes, the Ahmad one. Do you know this? I was so shocked the way they were divided. These are Manchester United fans. Some were supporting Garnacho, some were supporting Rashford. When Rashford missed a chance, you will see the way and this was very serious. So they will run and go and meet this person. What did I tell you about this guy? What did I tell you about this guy? And when Garnacho, I think Garnacho scored in that game. I don't even know what happened. Rashford missed that big one-on-one.
Yeah.
You see the one supporting Garnacho went there. They were shouting at each other. Wait till I tell you, when Rashford now later scored extra time, like I was like, is this what this thing has
Football.
got?
That's
Me, I'm
trying to,
just
yeah.
there saying, God, let my team qualify. Let these players come together. So I just think this standship of a particular player is really
No, it's really-
and I think sometimes rival fans even just pick up these players to just trigger
Yeah, they
one.
do.
That's
Absolutely.
what I think.
Absolutely. So standship for me I recently started seeing tweets about, you know, Lamine Yamal and Messi. So now there's like a Lamine Yamal fan base.
Yeah.
And then there's a Messi
Comparing.
fan base in Barcelona's legacy. I mean, come on. So that's the way. So standship is really affecting, for me personally, I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it's affecting the way I consume the game. That's why I've muted and blocked a couple of people, the really popular accounts, you know, like their tweets might be funny or whatever, but like for me, you're affecting how I'm consuming the game when I go on my timeline and I want to see like actual analysis. I don't want to see jokes. I don't want to see those type of jokes, you know, because it's affecting how I view the game. So for some people, you know, they enjoy it. And again, you have to understand that the younger era, they're watching football differently from how we watch football.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old now is watching the game differently from
How we did.
exactly. So
I think for me, I feel one of the biggest issues is that you know, years ago we didn't care about so much. Why? Because if you use United for example, Fergie was there.
yeah,
We were sure of winning. Nothing concern me with tactics. Nothing concern me with anything. I don't care what you are doing or what whoever is doing, right? We just know that something will happen.
Yeah.
So take away that a lot of people, I think, for example, someone like me, I started getting more aware of tactics or whatever after Fergie left. Because from David Moyes to Amorim now, I thought I needed to teach myself certain things, to understand certain things. I didn't have to do that under Fergie. And I think that has actually led to other things. And then you also have the new media, you know, so fans have, I think the world is flatter now. You know, the world has been flat for a long time, but now it is flatter. How we consume things, different, you know. I had an interview with, I was able to talk to former United guy, striker Diego Forland, asking him, you know, what he thought about big games, for example, Atletico, Real Madrid, you know, how it was consumed. And now he thought that, he told me that technology has made it, you know, better in the sense that how people consume these things, you know, that it's actually better now, but that the atmosphere in the dressing room, all those things behind the scenes are the same, but because of how we consume things now, you know, there's this heightened importance to most of these particular games. And I think that is where the whole standship thing comes in. Yeah, all the whole. Now you have no other choice, right? You have people who. I don't think it's really standship, but you can. They are like maybe like a face-off. Usually, there are people who will tell you that Rashford is this. They don't believe that Rashford is this. You have people who believe that Rashford is that. They don't necessarily have to be like stands.
Yeah.
But because the opinions clash, right, is seen as standship. Do you get? So, for example, you have people who believe that Amorim is whack. He has not done anything.
Yeah.
You have others who do not think so, who believe that, this man, needs time and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, you can say the other person, you heard was like, you're a hater.
Yeah.
You are an
It's
Amorim
crazy.
stan.
Yeah.
You get just because
Yeah.
that the opinions clash. So for me, what I used to say is that at the end of the day, those things do not matter much. What if I thinks of Ahmad, for me, might amuse me.
Yeah.
Might allow me do my tweet and enjoy, because the person I really know is Ifeanyi.
Yeah.
So when I react, I'm probably reacting to Ifeanyi. However, I know for sure that the most important thing is on the pitch, the people who are actually making those decisions. So if, for instance, Ifeanyi believes that Ahmad is poor, Ifeanyi is not the one that is going to solve it. Who is going to solve it? The coach. So if the coach is not solving it and fixing it, I mean, you will see more, what should I call it now, heated argument between Ifeanyi and I. Why? Because I'm telling Ifeanyi that, see, Ahmad is not like that. Ahmad is this, Ahmad is that. And then he keeps playing. So during the game, something will happen that will get Ifeanyi to, I told you. I think that's just the whole thing. So there's this new thing with how we consume. I don't think it has had any negative effect. For me, it has only added more comedy, because a lot of the narratives are really funny, So, and when you read them, when you listen to them, you can't help but laugh. And me, I like practicals. So most times when I see things like that, I'll be like, okay, because how to deal with it at times is to agree. When you agree and use the same thing, do you know there's a way you throw something back, and at times the person who said it earlier would not know, and the person will start bashing you. Meanwhile, you basically repeated what he said that was rubbish. Do you get?
Yeah.
They won't even know that that's what you
That's
just
what they
did.
said.
Yeah, so it makes it really, really exciting. And I think most of the clubs are also benefiting from it, because
Of course.
the more the banters, the more the fans, the more you have your clubs getting engaged on all these new platforms. So I think it goes with the trend.
It's basically just like the times have changed. So
Yeah,
everyone has
it's
to.
what we are now, and we must start getting used to it. The same thing with managers who are always, I keep hearing, this person, I keep hearing fans say, this player is soft. This player, do you want to bring back Matarazzi? You can't bring back John Terry. You can't bring back Drogba. Do you get? So if you keep saying, Roy Keane, this, United fans, Roy Keane, you think it's by slapping. If it's by slapping, Roy Keane will be a good coach. It's not by slapping people. The question is, how do you adapt? Because coaches also need to adapt.
Yeah.
Fans need to adapt. So if you look at people now, are they soft? Okay, how can you use these guys? Because at the end of the day, that's what you are left with. You are left with the now players, the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
People who are born into social media. People who, before they even became professionals, are already using the phones. Somebody like me, I didn't use phone until I got to the university. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So where would I get phone to sit and be doing this thing? But most people now, before they are 5, 6,
They already
they
have
already
I mean,
having
they're-
what's it called?
tabs and phones and stuff
Yes.
like that.
There are
Yeah.
actually kids that are already analyzing football, say, for instance. I'm just like, wow.
So that's just it. It's just we need to find a way to adapt to it. It's
Yeah.
part of the now thing. It's come to stay.
I just think it's agenda. People always want to create agenda, even if there is nothing to even be to create. There's nothing to,
Anything.
Yeah, they just want to. And I don't know. Doesn't it like somehow create this division between the actual players? Because I mean, imagine comparing Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, or comparing.
I mean, it
Messi,
happened with Liverpool,
you know.
Mane and Salah.
It's crazy.
There was like a division of like within the club's fan base. There were people who were on Salah's side and people who were on Mane's side. The year Mane won the AFCON, and Salah was supposed to be in the running for Ballon d'Or, and Mane won, and then I think they beat Senegal, beat Egypt.
Yeah.
Yes.
So even in the fan base, I had friends who were Liverpool fans who were split as well, who were like, "Mane, leave the club," and then Salah.
That's crazy.
So the whole
Say something about Bruno Fernandes and see how she will react.
I've seen that he's even her wallpaper. You know, so some
Are you
people
Bruno
even
Fernandes
feel,
stan?
Yes.
some people even say, "Oh, he's Amorim is wasting Bruno," or Ten Hag is doing it. You know, like people feel that way about certain players.
Yes.
To where they think, "Oh, this coach is not getting the best out of this player," or "This coach needs to leave. He's wasting Mbappe or he's wasting Vinicius." So look, stan culture is here to stay. I think we know that that's never going away. But like, for me personally, it has affected the way I enjoy football because.
Yeah.
The only person that I've supported as much, I won't necessarily say Stan, is Messi, but because I was never able to get into those arguments that people like to have, you know, Messi, Ronaldo, and
Yes.
debate and sweat and punch each other and break bottles.
At the end of the day, everybody will still go with their own.
Yes.
So what's the essence?
You guys will
Exactly.
fight.
Conversation.
And I was
Exactly.
never able to go
Exactly what
into
I was about
those
to
debates,
say.
but I was always on the side of Messi. But I knew that those debates can get very heated. So I was never interested in fighting with somebody over Messi or Ronaldo. I just like pick the person that I prefer.
It's just a fun thing. They enjoy it. People enjoy this banter.
Yeah.
So
Especially Arsenal.
But-
Arsenal fans are the worst. I'm just saying that. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but do you think this thing has always been there, but the difference is
social
Social
media. So you
media.
feel like social media
Yeah.
amplified
yeah, I
it.
feel
Yes.
it's always been there because, for example, while growing up, right, we didn't have where to rant and do
Yeah.
this thing, but we had viewing centers.
yeah, they always argue
That viewing
there.
center tends to be like the hallmark. You hear
Yeah.
all sort of things. You know, that is a place where you need to be careful what you say.
So you don't
because you are 2 lines away from being slapped.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but on social media, you can't slap anybody. The
Yeah.
highest you can do is probably block or
Yeah,
insult.
right.
But in this social media, in this viewing centers,
Yeah.
bro,
You can get slapped very
you
quickly.
can get slapped. Like,
Yeah.
because for starters, look at you. You paid money to go watch. You're standing because there's no seat. And then there's
Crazy.
heat.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And somebody is saying nonsense. Do you imagine being in that situation and somebody is comparing Osimhen to the lap?
And
Person
then
feel
people-
lap, you slap.
There was a time years ago I went to watch this game. I can't remember who it was, but Chelsea were playing and they were losing. So there was one guy who, you know, back then was a hater, Chelsea hater. So
Yeah.
he kept on dancing, singing, and making noise while Chelsea were losing. And,
see.
you know how Nigerian view centers are. They're
Yeah.
typically
Yeah.
dominated with Chelsea fans.
Chelsea fans, yeah.
It's crazy.
They were upset, but you know when you're losing, everybody was just kind of. So the guy was making noise. So every missed chance or whatever, he would shout, he would scream. Then Chelsea equalized 1-1.
1-1.
And then they scored 2-1.
Bro.
They pushed him out of the viewing center. You know, they marched him out of the viewing center.
Yeah.
So you won't go to a viewing center and say
That's
something
crazy.
crazy. You might get
Yeah.
slapped. You might
Yeah.
get.
I think I miss it because I miss hearing they go
One
one by one.
I actually think I'm a Gen Z, so so I actually think
So
I
you
want to.
never ever went to a
I've
viewing
never
center.
been
You need
to-
that experience.
But I
Have you had
actually
the
need that
And it's not a
experience.
viewing center. It was at a lounge last year.
That one is
No,
still
we-
too.
The
That one
FA
is still too.
Somebody
Do you know the-
almost slapped me.
But
and
do you
he's
know
a
what-
Chelsea fan, so he's still
They
bitter.
are ras.
Chelsea fans
They
are
are
too ras.
ras, yeah,
He
yeah,
confirmed the man looked ras and he was acting ras. Because why Chelsea
probably
played
wearing a
Leicester?
Chelsea shirt, right?
Yes, Chelsea played Leicester and he watched it there in the lounge. So Manchester United fans now came in for the FA Cup. They were no longer there. So he was so bitter and Chelsea were frustrated that period. Plus his own personal life frustration he brought there. He sat down, he was watching our game.
Frustration.
Then we scored. Scott McTominay scored the first goal, and we all celebrated. He just turned and looked at me. He said, "Like this, I heard it." He said, "You are making noise."
Keep it down.
I'm like, who the fuck is this? I said, bros. I was like, I was so angry. It was like, this man, they go lose today. I was not the only one that celebrated.
Exactly.
The goal. There are Man U fans. Some boys were at the back. They were even very loud. Why are you facing me? Is it because I'm a woman? What's the issue?
Yeah.
He said, I should not talk to him. That this one, that will slap me here.
Chelsea
I
fans,
said,
they are very
you will sleep in jail.
They are very frustrated.
Funny thing, the guys at my back, they were telling me that they were waiting for him to try nonsense. That they would dealt with him. Throughout the game, when Liverpool equalized, he now said he was not telling his friend, "No worry, I tell you, man, you will come out this game." Now I'm like, so this is.
They are very
because
Chelsea
it was usually a rare sight to see a girl.
Yeah.
That's
In
the
those
thing. That's
spaces,
exactly what
So
happened.
usually
Yeah.
when you have one there, you cannot touch the person.
Yeah.
Actually, if you dare it, no
Actually.
matter what the person is saying, if you dare it,
And
you-
I'm just celebrating my team. I'm not even playing against
It's
your
actually
team.
very painful
It's crazy.
because I mean, imagine it now. For example, the Lyon Manchester United game,
Yes.
2-0, 2-2. Because if you are in that space from 2-0 to 2-2 to 4-2, bro, they say things that can pierce inside your heart, and you need to control. Most
Your
times we hear how
emotions.
somebody stabbed
Yeah, that has
someone
happened.
else.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
No,
It happens in
actually,
a lot of
that's
places,
very
So
true.
they say things that if you are not in control of your emotions, so for
40%
me, I
go do
actually
jail.
feel that platforms like social media has actually helped to reduce some of it, because now you have places to vent, which has led to creators. Do you get?
Yeah.
Just go, stay in front of your camera
And vent,
You
yeah.
can remove
Yes.
your hair, you can remove your clothes, do anything, call out whoever. Because there are some people that shout at the top of their voices now. Do you get? So you just do your venting wherever you are, and other people will enjoy it, right?
Yes.
But I think social viewing centers are actually losing customers.
Yeah, they are.
Because some of these
course.
guys are those guys that should go to the viewing centers to make
But
it.
I still think it's still like they're in action because people go there. People still go there. I feel that's where the fun is. You know, watching a match with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Aside that, like this is one story my daddy told me. My daddy stopped watching football because of the OVV center. This I was like wondering, why don't you? Because my daddy said he doesn't watch football, and I'm wondering how would a man not be watching football? And I said no. Like they went to viewing center that they wanted to slap that. Somebody almost hit the fan. When I said never in his life is he going there. Like exactly, they don't care.
Your age does not matter. I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The only difference is that you express it on Twitter, you express it on social media, on Facebook, but they don't care about your age.
Yeah.
Somebody is somewhere, and most times you now find out that this guy is 16. My life.
Okay, so
But
So
for real,
we-
I think it's the fans. Fans need to take it down a notch.
So we're rounding up, but we're on the notes of Arsenal worst fan base.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
Arsenal Chelsea.
Arsenal
So we're
delusional.
agreeing Arsenal Chelsea worst fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find any other one anywhere.
I mean,
But maybe Boca Juniors.
I think Liverpool fans are a bit annoying as well.
No, they are
but-
non-existent.
but-
I beg.
and
The
then Man
grand
City
scheme
fans
of
don't
things, they
exist.
don't
Nobody
at
supports
all,
Man
at all.
City. So
Yeah, their matches, that's why even if they win, they won a treble, and
it didn't matter, right?
imagine Arsenal winning a treble.
Hey!
So
End of the
hopefully not.
Hopefully
No,
not.
it's
They
not
should
possible.
hold on
that's
to
why they
their.
can't win that Champions League.
They should hold on to their
Ah.
invincibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would rather win 10 trophies than be invincible. I don't need
Well,
it.
yours invisible.
Yes, I want to win 10.
Invisible with how many offsides?
Because invincible now
Abeg.
just whether 10 offside. The thing is, invincible is just one.
Yes.
One title. I want to win more. Right?
I'm actually going to fast and pray so that Arsenal don't win Champions League. I'm not even
That's
joking
like
because
next level
I am going
hitting.
to like they're going to throw me like it's not even that's not
You
even
don't
a
want them
joke.
to throw you.
No,
God, no.
it has been a lot. I'm going through a lot. You're not seeing it.
Well, you can't blame them. I mean, you made so much noise.
Yeah, well, so
And,
that's what we have for this episode. I'm sure it looks like we still have a lot to say.
Yes,
We do, but-
We'll come back again.
Of
That's what we
course.
have
We'll
to say
come
on
back
this
to this
episode.
topic.
Maybe after Arsenal.
Yes. So this was a good one. This was like a real hitting episode.
Yes.
No one wants Arsenal to win the Champions League, obviously.
They're not winning.
On
No,
this
I
sense,
need them to
on
keep
this
calling
sense,
me.
at least, not
They should keep
not-
calling Manchester United past glory.
Old takeout.
Yeah, they should continue doing that.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. We are also on streaming platforms as well. You
Yep.
can listen on Spotify.
Yeah, that's true.
The full episode, and then
We'll be there.
obviously, look out for. And David, we miss you yet again. David,
Yeah. We
David
miss
have had some
you.
great insights here.
Exactly.
This is this place, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we're done.
Arsenal
Nice.
fans comment. We are waiting.
We expect their comments,
Yes.
and Chelsea fans.
You are the
well.
worst.
There are some of them. There are some of them here. Some of them they are looking at us with bad eyes.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We love you. Choose
No,
peace
I
over
don't love you.
violence.